Hey, I'm Denny Chapman, and welcome to The Gun Show. Today's episode features the Israeli Defense Force Galil SAR pistol and an interview with extreme long-range shooting competitor Hoang. Remember, guys, you can always go back and watch this entire episode after the fact on the Gun Show YouTube channel and on excluded.com, spelled XCLUDED. Make sure you check it out and subscribe there as well. Please remember to engage wherever you're watching. Hit those buttons, like, subscribe, comment, and share, and help set a positive 2A algorithm on social media. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to show you a part of my conversation with extreme long-range rifle competitor Hoang from SHOT Show 2022. Hey, we got Hoang with us in the Big Daddy Unlimited booth here at SHOT Show 2022. So great to be back here, isn't it? Have you been to SHOT Show before?
Yes, I've been since 2015.
I've been to several as well. What a shame we couldn't be here last year, but I want to talk about you because you're kind of special.
A little different.
So Ray is known for extreme long-range shooting. Now I need you to educate me a little bit because I've played with a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And when we're done with the interview, I have a little story to tell you, interesting story about my venture into long-range shooting. But it's not about me, it's really about you. So first off, your interest in firearms, when did it start?
Well, I grew up watching action movies, you know.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, I'm from the Bay Area. Guns are not a thing over there. Very against that kind of culture.
Right.
But I was always into it. I didn't have any family or friends that were into it. So one day I went to the gun store and I'm like, give me one of those. And then I went on YouTube and I tried to learn.
Are you kidding me? You did that?
I tried to do that.
No formal training or?
When I bought myself a bolt gun, I was like, you know what? Can't do this. I need formal training.
Okay.
So my gunsmith introduced me to a company down in Southern California, which was called Max Orden Academy, and then I took a course from them.
Okay.
And then once I shot that rifle, my life just went full charge into long range.
What is it about long range shooting that has such appeal to you?
I think it's just not like going out and just shooting anything you want. You have to use your knowledge base. You have to observe, like, what's that wind doing? You know, because even extreme long range, you have to take into account the spin of the earth.
Oh, wow.
And then you have a spin drift where, you know, the bullet is spinning and then it's going, well, our twist is right, so it'll spin right. And you have to correct for that. And it's pretty crazy. Like, one of my shots, we shoot at the NRA Whittington Center. Have you been there?
I know about it.
Okay. So there's this new range called Spring Canyon,
okay.
And it is probably one of the toughest ELR ranges out there. Like, so when my position to like the 2 mile target, there's
wait, what? Two miles? Did you say 2 miles?
2 miles, yeah.
That is crazy. We're posting that entire interview as well as others from SHOT Show on the Gun Show YouTube channel and on excluded.com, so you can always go back and check them out later. We're going to take a closer look at this pistol right after our safety segment. Let's take a moment and review the 4 cardinal rules of gun safety. Here we go. Rule number 1, always treat all firearms as if they're loaded at all times. Common sense, guys. Number 2, never point your gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. Also common sense. Number 3 is your trigger finger. That's your best safety. Never put your finger near that trigger until you are ready to fire. And number 4, that's your target. Always know your target, what's in front, beside, around, and behind that target. The 4 cardinal rules of gun safety, guys. Remember them, memorize them, so when you go out and enjoy your Second Amendment rights, you're going to be a safe and responsible gun owner. All right, let's take a closer look at this pistol. Now, this is a very special item. There were only 40 of these made, and I had the opportunity to shoot it, and I'm so happy to tell you about it right here on the Gun Show. This is the IDF, or Israeli Defense Force, Galil SAR pistol in 5.56. Now, these particular pistols were deactivated war trophies from the IDF. They were originally parted out in Israel. They were imported into the U.S. as parts kits. We purchased the kits, and our master gunsmiths remanufactured them to semi-auto factory specs with brand new barrels, which, by the way, have original barrel row marks that the original IDF SARs had. Talk about that barrel, by the way. The barrels are 13 inches long with a removable flash hider. By the way, this is a pistol because the barrel is less than 16 inches and there is no buttstock. Galils are gas piston operated. They're considerably soft shooting, allowing for quick follow-up shots. The original Galils were designed back in the 1960s, and they're largely based on the Finnish RK-62 rifle, which is a derivative of the AK-47. So if this kind of looks similar to an AK, that's one of the reasons why. The Israeli army actually had 3 original 5.56 derivatives of the Galil. They had the ARM, the automatic machine gun, they had the AR, automatic rifle, and they had the SAR, or short automatic rifle. Of course, this is the semi-auto version. By the way, they also have a modern version of the Galil now, which is called the ACE, ACE. That's in current production now. Galil rifles were basically designed to have the low maintenance benefits of an AK with the accuracy of the M16 and the FNFAL of the times. Again, this was engineered back in the 1960s. Now, they're currently still in use by military and law enforcement units across 25 different countries in the world today. This is chambered in 5.56. It will cycle 223 factory ammo. The receiver is steel. It's very strong. And as you can see, we're going to show you a close-up. It has original Hebrew IDF roll marks, which is really cool, and in my opinion, gives it instant collector's value. Now, it runs off proprietary 30-round magazines, and if you look at this magazine, you can see the similarity to AK-style magazines. Let's talk about a little bit of the nomenclature here. This is the magazine release, and by the way, since we're picking this firearm up, let's do a little gun safety here. We're going to pull that action back. We're going to check twice visually and physically. You know, magazine, empty chamber, magazine is out, chamber is empty. I checked with my eyes and with my fingers. I'm just going to rock this magazine in here and show you kind of what it looks like with the mag inserted. You can see it kind of has that AK style look. This is the magazine release button that I just pushed to remove that magazine. As AK style safety, as you can see, it's got that big AK style lever here. But one cool aspect of this firearm is that it has an ambidextrous safety. So I'm actually moving it with my thumb on the strong side here. Let's look at the sights here. We can see there is a shrouded front sight post here. It is adjustable for elevation. We have rear protected peep sights as well. And there is a flip up rear notch sight as well here. Now, if you look at the furniture, what's furniture mean with guns, guys? It means the grip, the forearm, the buttstock. Obviously, this doesn't have a buttstock, but the furniture here is the handguard and the grip. It's got original IDF SAR furniture. So this grip and fore-end would have been assigned to a firearm to an IDF soldier, and we've even got some trench art here. What is trench art? Trench art are often soldiers would take their knife and they put their initials or a little message or something significant to them on the furniture of their gun, and it's got original trench art. I don't know what this says, I don't know what it means, but obviously at some point it had some significance to an Israeli soldier, and I think that is really, really cool. Now, there are aftermarket braces available for the Galil SAR online, although they are remarkably easy to shoot, as is even without a brace or without a buttstock. Now, these firearms do field strip much like an AK. I'm going to attempt to do a field strip for you. This is always interesting for me because we're taping live to tape here. Sometimes things can go wrong, so I'm trying to get it right for you here. Now, after doing your safety check, which we just did, we're simply going to press in on this rear tab, much like an AK, and this is going to allow you to remove the dust cover. Cool thing about this dust cover is the rear sight is integral to this dust cover. See how easy that comes off? Now we've got the guide rod and the recoil spring assembly that comes out. How easy is that, guys? Now, the tab that I pushed in is integral to the guide rod and the recoil assembly. We're going to remove the bolt, and the piston is attached to the bolt here, guys, which is kind of interesting and unique. And now here's the cool part. If you're familiar with AKs, when you're getting ready to remove that gas tube, there's a lot involved with an AK. There's an extra lever, there's significantly more effort, you have to manipulate some other stuff. Boom, Not with the Galil. It's very easy to take out. Reassembly is just as simple. We're just basically going to reverse the process here. And I love disassembling these guns and field stripping these guns because it really helps me to understand how they work. And I love the engineering behind these guns. It's just something that's always been very interesting to me. So also, I think it's important to show how easy these guns are to manipulate to you guys when I have them in my possession, because as a firearms owner, I want to know how easy or not how easy they are to manipulate, field strip, and maintain. So we're going to make sure we've got the bolt carrier group. What I'm doing here is I'm going to make sure that I've got my bolt in the correct position. Another cool fun fact is I've got studio lights shining in my eyes. Sometimes this is a little more difficult than I want it to be. So we're going to take the guide rod. We're just reversing the process. Got the guide rod and the recoil spring assembly. All right, now we're 99% there. This is the part that can be a little tricky sometimes, replacing the dust cover. So because of the fact that this tab is just a little bit longer, and this is something I think it's important for you guys to know. So with an AK, this tab is significantly shorter than it is on the Galil SAR. So I'm going to manipulate this in just a little bit. I'm going to tap it in once I've kind of got it started. And again, guys, this is something that you're going to experience. I want you to know about this ahead of time. So I've got it started. I'm going to tap it in, and yay! We are good to go. I had a lot of fun with this. I got to shoot this exact pistol just yesterday at the range. Here, let's run a short video. Check out the short video of me shooting the Galil SAR. Watch this.
All right, guys, so we got the IDF Galil. This is really cool. Even has the original IDF roll marks, makes this very special. All right, so when you're loading this gun, you have to be in the, you cannot be in the safe position to rack the bolt. So we got to take the safety off. You're going to rock the magazine in AK style. And really cool feature here, as you can see, the charging handle is bent upward, doesn't stick out sideways so it doesn't catch on things. You're just going to swipe across and you're charged and you're ready to go. Okay, all right. Going hot, here we go.
All right, guys, check out the IDF SAR pistol on the BDU member site. And if you're not a member, just hit that link in the description. You can join BDU today for 99 cents. You'll have a 30-day trial membership. You'll have full benefits, access to not only cool products like this, but 300,000 other Second Amendment related items on our awesome website. Guns, ammo, optics, holsters, accessories, survival gear, lots of other cool Second Amendment related stuff, and access to our awesome customer service department. All right, and as a member, you'll also have additional 2A benefits. You'll have your own digital gun vault, and you'll have access to exclusive BDU member content. I'm checking my watch because I'm out of time. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. My time is up. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again soon on The Gun Show.